Rickey Smiley Morning Show, the most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Just another day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Ladies and gentlemen, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church, Dallas, Texas, Pastor Frederick Douglas Haynes. Pastor Haynes, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Rickey Smiley and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show family. I hope everything is wonderful, Rickey. Rickey, today's song, of course, is The Great. For every mountain you brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah, for this I give you praise. Listen, I love this song so much because it has in it the spirit of Sankofa. Sankofa means if you want to move forward, sometimes you've got to look back. And it gives you what Professor Greg Carr of Howard University calls the momentum of memory, where you were fueled by the faith that the dark past has taught us. To quote another song, I'm simply saying that every now and then you ought to have a rear view mirror faith. A rear view mirror faith. You see, you can't drive forward in this thing called life unless you have a rear view mirror, because it's knowing what is behind you that can give you the power to know what you can do in front of you. And so I'm simply saying, have a rear view faith where you look back and recall what God has already done. Have a rear view faith where you remember how God has come through, pull up before. And when God pulls up and shows up, God does for you what you can't even do for yourself. Have a rear view faith and just remember, if it had not been for God on our side, where would we be? So the good news is, in spite of what's happening to you and around you, there is a God who has already shown you behind you what God can do for you, that will make a way out of no way. And so I can't wait to hear this. Kurt Carr does it. For every mountain you brought me over, for every trial you've seen me through, for every blessing, hallelujah. Get your praise on because of what God has done, and then you can look forward to what God will do. Y'all have a great one.
There it is, Pastor Haynes, man, the senior pastor of Friendship West Missionary Baptist Church. Let's get into this music. Love you, Pastor Haynes.
Yes, sir. Love you, Rickey. Have a great one.
Yes, sir. You too. Let's go.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 14 after the hour, y'all. Front page right here. Alfreda's, good morning.
Good morning, Rickey. It's Tuesday, June 24th. Here's what's going on in the news. Iran fired 14 missiles at a U.S. air base in Qatar yesterday. 13 were shot down, and the one that landed didn't hurt anybody. Iran's supreme leader now claims they did not attack anyone, calling it self-defense, not war. Trump even thanked Iran for the heads up, calling it more of a warning shot than a real escalation. Then, plot twist, Trump announced a ceasefire between Iran and Israel, saying the 12-day war is over. Israel is not convinced, though. They confirmed the ceasefire, but claimed Iran broke those terms almost immediately, accusing them of launching more missiles that sent civilians running for cover. Iran denies it. Senator Vance says the U.S. is trying to help broker long-term peace.
Is to build a long-term settlement here to where we can have peace in the region, where our regional allies and, of course, the American people, most importantly, can be secured.
President Trump is heading to the NATO summit in the Netherlands with the Iran-Israel conflict and Russia's war in Ukraine topping the agenda. In other news, the Supreme Court will hear a religious freedom case involving a former inmate whose dreadlocks were shaved by Louisiana jail guards. Now, he's a Rastafarian and says the hairstyle is part of his faith. His lawyers want to hold the officers personally responsible, not just the state. Gainesville, Florida, home to the University of Florida, just got hit with an unwanted title. Most dangerous college town in the U.S. That is according to a new report ranking crime rates per 10,000 residents. While Gainesville tops the danger list, where do you think the safest college town is? Well, I'll tell you. It's Berkeley, California. For info on these stories and more, go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? There's a viral sports game going around the internet called Start, Bench, Cut.
What?
This is a viral game that sports podcasters are playing when you compare former players or current players. So former NBA star Tim Duncan was probably had the best answer for this start, bench, cut game. He said, who would you rather start, who would you rather bench, and who would you rather cut between Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron? Here's what he had to say.
Start, bench, cut. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
No, I refuse to answer that one.
You can't plead the fifth.
I will start all three of them and cut and bench myself.
Facts.
Right.
That's the greatest answer, man. Stephen A. Smith, you know the homie. He always has a big opinion on sports figures, and he feels that Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo is an underachiever for only winning one ring so far in his career because he's so talented. He should have at least 2 or 3 by now. Jay Williams had to check Stephen A.
That was one of your worst picks I've heard in a long time, man. That was horrible. If you were to say that the franchise, the Milwaukee Bucks, have underachieved or are the biggest underachievers with the talent of Giannis, fair. But a guy who is a finals MVP, a guy who's a multi-time All-Star, All-NBA, all everything, global face of the game, the fact that he brought an NBA championship to Milwaukee, to call him an underachiever, I just think is an asinine comment.
I agree with that one.
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Well, he don't get it right all the time. No. But you love to watch him, though, because it's, exciting.
Yeah, absolutely, man. But it's not about really being right or wrong. It's just an opinion. You know what I'm saying? So that's the cool thing about sports debate. That's my report right there. Bringing it tack. You got the hot spot coming up next.
Yes, I do, Rock T. Another day, another lawsuit. Now they're getting Fat Joe. He been hit with a suit for sexual assault. And I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. So hot and
this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot.
It's the BR18.
All right, y'all. This is the bottom of the hour. Time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Oh, sometimes I hate having to do this stuff because some of these people are my friends, and I get so sick of seeing these lawsuits about all this assault stuff, and it be people that used to work for the person or are mad at the person, or like, it's just crazy. But I'm going to get into this story. So Fat Joe's former hype man, Terrence T.A. Dixon, says in a new lawsuit filed last week, Thursday, that he saw Joe have sex with underage girls who were 15 and 16 years old. But Fat Joe says the allegations are BS. In documents obtained by TMZ, TA claims there were at least 2 minor females that Fat Joe had sexual relations with and another that he allegedly fell in love with. TA's attorney claims that a 16-year-old Dominican girl would perform sex acts on Joe in exchange for cash, clothing, and cell phone bill payments. His attorney also claims that Fat Joe started a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old Caucasian girl after meeting her at an overseas concert. They say Fat Joe flew her to New York and Miami multiple times and paid for her to get a BBL because her body was adolescent and not fully formed. TA claims that she is now married to a pro athlete. He also said that Joe has an unhealthy and troubling fixation on underage individuals and raps about it in his song, She's My Mama. I'm so tired of this stuff, and I do not believe that Joe would make a song about some underage girl. Whoever this person is, they probably mad at him, or I don't know what's going on, but it's so aggravating. Like, I hate it. But here's a snippet of the song that they claim is about this underage girl that's called She's My Mama. He was probably talking about his wife. Like, these people get on my nerves. I'm so tired of doing these kind of stories. Go ahead, play the song.
She's my baby. I love you so much. You're driving me crazy. Wanna be there? Jump in the car. Rolling with me. I'll make you a star. Now she was only 16, I had to nurture that. Give her some growth, waited till I touched the cat. Told her she gon' have to work and she gon' get ahead. Then she drove me berserk when she gave me some head. She told me that she learned that from the porno flicks. I said, mommy, stop talking, just stuck on this.
Whoa.
Wait a minute, they said that was Fat Joe?
Yeah, that is Fat Joe, but that don't necessarily mean that the song was about, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like if we make a song, they will take a song and use the song against us, no matter when we made the song, what we made the song for. I know this happens because this happened to me. So Like, I can guarantee you that he was not rapping about something that he did with a 16-year-old.
The some of the soft rock singers be making songs like this too.
That line was problematic though. He said she was 16. I had to let that thing.
That ain't a wife.
That line was problematic.
So
Unless
what
he made
that
that.
He said that we say stuff in our songs that aren't true. We are like the superheroes in our songs. We can be whatever we want to be through our music.
No, but that line.
I can say I slit somebody's throat.
I agree with you in most cases, but that line right there was problematic.
That was a little spooky.
Unless he was 17 when he made that song.
So what you saying? Just the line alone, not judging.
Yeah, the whole song.
Did
you see it? Listen.
Did you listen to
I
it?
listened to it.
Well, honey,
it wasn't a problem though until somebody tried to come with these allegations, and now they're saying, "Oh, he made this about this person." Like that, I'm sure he did not.
Okay. Well, we just gotta pray, honey.
So stupid. I'm so tired of all this.
Just pray, Gary.
All right, y'all. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. It's So Brat, and it's Terrific Tuesday, and that means if you watch the episode of Savor the City, you can win $500 today. So just listen for the question of the day at 9:33, 8:33 Central. Then be lucky caller number 9 at 866-9-RICKY with the correct answer, and the $500 is yours. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Alfredas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Listen, this man should have actually picked a doghouse because at least he would not have landed in jail. Now, let me explain. A Florida man decided that crashing in a stranger's house was better than going home to his very angry wife. Cops in Davenport, which is about 45 minutes from Orlando, got a call from a neighbor who was house sitting and noticed lights flickering like somebody was there. Spoiler alert, it was not the owners. When police rolled up, they found a 44-year-old man playing house literally. He was making dinner. He had just drawn himself a nice little bubble bath like he paid rent. Yes. Turns out he didn't even know the homeowners, y'all. He just didn't want to deal with the fallout from a fight he had with his wife. So he broke in and stayed for like 4 days. So now he's facing felony burglary charges. No word on whether wifey came to bail him out or if he's about to be in the doghouse, but for real this time.
He didn't want none of that smoke.
How did he know those people weren't home, though? They weren't coming back.
It's crazy.
Only a married man can relate.
Right. No, I already know, because I know my husband does not like to hear.
I promise you, I done broke in somebody's house before just for to have some peace.
Yes.
I got arrested on purpose one time just to be gone for a week.
Then left my phone in the old house.
Oh, that's nice to not have your phone, too.
Yeah, just went over there, laid on them folks' couch and watched TV until they came back. They called the police, but you know, they said they listened to the morning show, so they was like, wow. I ended up taking a selfie with them, and they gave me some snacks, and I went home.
Shut up, Ricky.
Got one of them honey buns?
They had some pork skins. Some, what is it called? That sweet heat pork skins, golden flake.
The barbecue one hit.
Yeah, I didn't open up that Grippos potato chips, but it was. I needed to get away. Sometimes you got that.
Yes.
Yeah, they need to have a little home like that, especially a place like that where you could just go and just sit in a room.
Yeah.
And but they have a camera so your wife would be comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
No, she need to wonder where you at for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, man.
Not the same, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like,
sing?
yeah.
Can we hear some?
I don't want to lose this relationship, but I gotta stay strong, cause I don't want to move on. I know you sick and tired of the fussing. See, when you sing, you gotta sing from the heart. And see, I sing from the heart. So I want people to feel my vibration.
Sing from the liver.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is about that time. Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Everybody's still talking about Nelly and Ashanti. You know, they welcomed their beautiful son, little KK, in the world back in July of 2024. And, you know, people said Nelly gave Ashanti something like an ultimatum and things. And people said it was kind of mean. Now, Nelly said he shared what he told his beautiful wife, Ashanti, ahead, y'all, of their son's KK's birth. Now, the rapper who was already, y'all, father of 4 adult kids prior to KK's arrival said that he didn't want to be chasing no damn child after no toddler at the age of 50. Now, Nelly told Ashanti that he would happily hire all of the nannies they needed to help with their son. Now, he said those boundaries very clear with his wife when it came to time for the couple y'all to welcome their first baby together. Now, the country grammar rapper was already a dad to 4 kids, like I said, including 2 of his late sister's kids whom he adopted, y'all. He wasn't exactly ready to dive in when he was preparing to welcome a newborn at the age of 50. Now, he said, listen, he said, I told her before we had this baby, I said, now listen, I'm here. But chasing toddlers at 50, Nelly shared that on the Today Show the other day. He said, as many as you want, but as many nannies as we can afford. He said, I paid for a professional chaser. Now, he's also the dad, y'all, to Chanel Haynes, 31.
What's that?
A professional chase, which means he ain't getting out the couch and he's going to get somebody, if that baby running around, I'll go chase him and play with him. And, you know, that's kind of mean to look like. I mean...
I think he's just talking trash. That's all.
Well, I hope he is just talking trash, but because 50 is that old? That's not that old to have a baby and to be chasing the baby. That's
boy, when I tell you going up and down them damn steps, man, I need oh my God. Man, you forget something, you better get every damn thing you got out of that room when they getting ready to go to their little tennis lessons. Going back up them damn steps because somebody got something, you got to go back there and get a purple ribbon. Man, boy, them damn steps be wearing me out. Them baths at night. It's 2 of them. I got 2 of them. 6 years old.
Yes.
Them baths. Then lotion. Then you got to get the underwear and the T-shirt and the bonnets. A kaleidoscope bonnets.
All that.
Man, please. It's hard. It ain't easy.
It's not easy. But you know what? It is rewarding.
Well, I'm waiting on it. I mean, I know they be happy and snacks. Can I
have a snack?
Snack. Can I have a snack? Can we have a snack?
Yes.
I said, y'all need to keep y'all in-school stomach.
Yeah.
They out of school, but I need you to keep your in-school stomach. And throw the damn deep freezer up.
Come on, dog.
So, but Ricky,
pantry in the summer.
Would you hire a professional chaser though, Ricky, for the
Hell
twins?
yeah. Well, I'm so glad I got my niece Mackenzie at my house helping me out, boy. I was able to go to bed.
Oh my God!
I said, here, this way everything at. Just get them out the tub, and I heard a lot of stomping upstairs or whatever. I just pulled like Reverend Clay Evans said, just pull the cover up over your shoulders and just rest in Jesus right now.
Well, congratulations to Ashanti and Nelly. He's running. I guess he is running behind the baby at the age of 50 years old. So, all right, moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, they're saying that multiple people, y'all, close to Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith have confirmed, y'all, that the couple is finally ready, y'all, to make their split official. They're saying Will and Jada are preparing y'all to legally end their marriage. Now, according to Inside, they say Will and Jada have been living separate lives for quite some time, but kept things low-key for the problem, y'all. Now they're saying they're done pretending, and now they're moving forward with a quiet divorce. They're saying they're both in a good place. One source explained, they say it's not messy, they're just ready, honey, to move on for real. Now, while the marriage, might be ending, they say Will is on top of the world right now. He just dropped new music and is back on tour with DJ Jazzy Jeff, and he seems to be thriving. They say folks who've seen him say that he's happy, relaxed, and focused on this new chapter in his life. Isn't that sad? I mean, people looked up to Will and Jada. I mean, remember, Ricky, we used to talk about them all the time, saying that they was the last couple on earth, and now it's talking about them being divorced. It's sad,
It's not sad if they're happy. It's not sad if both of them are happy.
Yeah, but who people looking up to now? I mean, the younger people. I mean, Will and Jada was the latest, youngest couple, richest couple that people had to look up to. Now them separating is not a good look for the world. So
there are others. We got others.
Who?
I can't think of any right now. Yes, there you go. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's different. What's different?
Why?
Well, they made lemonade. I mean, Beyonce made Lemonade.
Okay.
So that means Jay-Z was not the quote unquote the perfect husband.
Oh,
Ain't
so
no such
Will
thing as a
Smith and
perfect
Jada
husband.
Pinkett, were they the perfect couple? I don't know. I think that
well,
there was some
well, we-
cheating there, maybe.
Well, we just got to keep them lifted.
It was all cheating together.
Exactly.
What about Hakeem and Lisa? I'm coming to America.
All right, the color today, this is one of my favorite colors. My color today is asparagus. On the high end, you say asparagus, and on the low end, you say beautiful green, y'all. That's your color for today.
Yeah, that's a beautiful color. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T if you would. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake up call. Get at me, 8669 Ricky. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Cause he woke you up this morning, slid you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, wanna know where you calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, it's Nene from Tallahassee. I got my kids in the car. We just want to say, wake up, wake up, wake up. Y'all say, wake up. Good morning, y'all. Love you, Ricky.
This is Blondie from Starville, Mississippi. I just want to say, wake up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I love you guys. Y'all wake me up every morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, the Brat. Guess who's back? It's Uncle Clifford calling from the Magic City. Calling to wake up the spam. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Wake up, if you listening on your radio.
Hey, Clifford, I'm back. What up, Clifford?
Say Gainesville, wake up. Meridian, wake up. And Greenwood, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. When you at Dallas, wake up. In Chicago, wake up. ATL, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hey, Brat.
Yo.
You know Uncle Clifford, I call him Uncle Clifford, but that's class of 89. Look, he listens to this morning show every
That's what's up. Uncle Clifford, what's up?
he dedicated and committed. I love my damn classmates. All right, take it Tuesday. Beyonce, what you got coming up next?
It is my favorite season of the year next to Christmas. It is Prime Day, and everybody's following suit, so I have deals on TVs, phones, and more. Don't miss it. Take you Tuesday up next.
Black Tony, what's up, man? Not for it today. Not for it today. I hope you outside.
I'm outside. I'm outside on because I need you to give me Ben Trump phone number because I'm finna put a lawsuit on somebody. I'm not.
Okay. We talking about outside at work.
No,
like everybody else.
No, because this a priority. I got to get me a lawsuit.
Your job
going.
is a priority.
And once I get this big lawsuit, I'm not even gonna have to work no more. And you might not have to work no more neither, because I'm gonna get so much money. I'm finna put a lawsuit for $10 million, y'all. I'm not finna be talking about it.
You gonna get it?
Yeah, I'm finna call Ben Trump. I bet Ben Trump gonna give me them. He gonna get me this money. He on my top.
It's Ben Trump, not Ben Trump. Who you suing?
Well, I'm gonna call the top dog people who be doing the commercial.
And how the commercial? Radio. What they be saying on the commercial, Black Tony?
They be like top dog, Lord. You want to get? You thought you was gonna get away with this? You thought it was a game. But guess what? The game is on. You shouted. This ain't what you want. This ain't what you want. You need to call top dog, Lord. I'm gonna call them folks, man. I'm finna call them folks. Why these folks ain't finna get me like this?
Hey, Black Tony, do them commercials be getting on your nerves, too?
I can't stand them folks, man. I be thinking it's a TV show or something. So I can't be damn top dog. I'm thinking it's a new damn Tyler Perry show or something. Damn top dog love.
And what they be saying, Black Tony?
Top dog love. You got hit by a truck? Did you get hit by a truck? Well, guess what? Top dog. I be thinking it's a new damn Tank song or something. Yeah. I be thinking this Genuine got a new song out. Yeah. Do you want to ride it? My phone is top dog. You got hit. So I be like, what the I be like, boy, is you a lawyer or R&B singer? What the hell? No, R. Kelly sounding that. Anyway, look, that ain't neither here nor there, so I got distracted.
Yeah. Now, who you suing
that neither here nor there. I'm gonna sue you. Man, we were playing Uno last night, And these folks cheated on me, man. These folks cheated, y'all.
Okay.
How you get hit? How you for the win? I had 2 cards left, shawty.
Yeah.
Then on 3 straight go round, I got hit with 2 reverse fold and 2 plus fold. I ended up with all these damn cards. I was finna win, shawty. I had 2 cards left. Then I get hit with reverse fold. Bam. I had to pull 4 cards. Then I hit reverse fold. The girl, she hit me with another reverse fold. Then the girl hit me with another. Shawty, it ain't even 3 reverse fold cards in the damn deck. Somebody done brought a reverse fold card and stuck it in there. Because they didn't want me to win.
Wait a minute, how
and
many
then I got hit
cards?
then I get hit with a plus 4.
Right.
I'm gonna put a lawsuit on these folks, man.
Who you suing? The people or Uno?
The folks who I was playing. My cousin, his girlfriend, and
you gonna sue them for $10 million? Do they have it?
I don't know.
Say, man.
Ben Trump gonna find it though. He get that money.
But I don't know if he'll take cases like that. But maybe Top Dog Law will take it.
Man, Top Dog Law, man. I'm so sick of them damn folk, man. Top
And what did we
Dog
say?
Law. Top Dog. It's the dog. It's we gonna get that money. What the?
I'm the fastest reader in the world. I read a 1,679 pages book within 2 seconds.
Yes. Go on. What is it? What
It was fast, so you didn't know.
What just happened now? What did you learn from the book that you just read? You said what?
The first one is pretty good.
I will chew your meat. Are you crazy?
I just read. I can read fast.
You don't understand what you are reading. Then what's the point? Anybody can do what you just did.
Anybody can do what you just did.
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the color of the day, Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Tuesday, a beautiful, beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Ricky the Prayer Warriors are definitely, y'all, definitely being solicited, y'all, for Cardi B, honey. She experienced an experience that a lot of women said they would have not wanted to go through. But Cardi B recently lost $13,000, y'all, down the toilet. Here's what she said.
So, as y'all know, I got my butt crack pierced. And no kizzy, I have a $13,000 Maria Tosh piercing in my butt crack. Guess what? I lost it. I was washing my ass and I realized that I don't have it. So I'm like, I really think I flushed the down the toilet.
Yep.
Oh. And ew.
Did we need to know this?
That's
No,
ew.
that's at the top. She said crack. That's right at the top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The little smooth area.
The little, right where the crack start. That area. They be getting that. Then they start piercing that and start putting their deceased grandmama tattoo on their lower back. Well, you look at Rest in Peace Granny on the lower back.
Did they do that at class?
No, I'm just sick of these Rest in Peace Grannies. The granny picture on their lower back.
It's so sad. I mean, a lot of people was very sorry, but I felt real bad for her.
But I didn't know that they were doing the piercing on the right where the crack start, right where the skin started to fold. They got a little. They put the little earring right there.
Real smooth.
Real smooth. And then one hard number 2 in the bathroom is gonna pop off. Depends on how bad your stomach tore up. And if you really push real hard in that pressure. And that baby go pew pew. Because it's got 2 things on each side. Pew pew. It's like pew pew.
Yes,
you see a little hole in the shower curtain, you know what happened.
So the prayer warriors are definitely being solicited, y'all. For nobody so bad for Ricky.
Gary, you don't have one of those rings.
Well,
back too bad. Get a skin flap. You had to get a clip on.
Moving on. In other celebrity news, y'all, y'all, while we praying, y'all, let's continue to pray, y'all, for Tiffany Haddish. I don't know if y'all heard the disturbing news, honey. Brad now freezes, but Tiffany said some things, y'all, that was very disturbing. But a lot of people said it was disturbing. But I thought, she was speaking her truth, y'all. She said, y'all, that women who have multiple baby daddies have mental illness. Listen to what Tiffany had to say.
But I think women that have more than 2 baby daddies usually have some sort of mental illness. Yeah, because you're getting genetically modified too much. I think, so this is what I know. Every time you get pregnant, right, there's stem cells that come from that baby. And them stem cells end up behind your eyes and your brain and your heart and your lungs and stuff and help your organs heal while the baby taken from you. And those stem cells always stay with you, right? So that means that man is always in you.
It's the baby,
check
not
the science
man.
on that.
It's the baby, not the man.
Sound good.
Okay, but she backed it up with some science, though.
She sure did.
She backed it up now.
She made a statement. That ain't got no scientific proof behind it.
Well, she said, and that's why the Bible says that you will only desire your husband, honey. She urged women. She said she urged women to make, honey, use of condoms because that baby batter get up inside you, and the uterus is very porous. She said, much like the mouth.
Well,
are you, sir?
What degree does Tiffany have to be spitting all this so-called?
Somebody taught her that. She didn't just sit there and make it up. Now she got that from somebody, and it sound. And if you listen to the whole video, like you got to watch the whole video to put it into the proper context. She actually made a lot of sense to me, and I know I made A's and B's in science. I just couldn't do math, but science. It made logical sense. All you got to do is just do the research of what she's talking about.
I have heard that the babies stays with you, the child, like when you have a kid, that their DNA stays with you for life. But I've never heard that about the man.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should get a doctor on because it don't sound like she sat there and made that up. She got that from somebody.
That's right, honey.
And it sounds like she visited a doctor that somebody broke that down. Because the way I saw that whole video and she explained it, I was like, wow.
Well, damn. Yes, a woman can retain DNA from a male fetus after pregnancy, not the man. The male fetus is called microchimerism, where a small number of fetal cells persist in the mother's body.
All right, Miss Google.
I don't know.
Okay.
Come on now, hit us with the facts, D.
That's what I be talking. I love that.
Our factual freedom.
Okay. Hey, what you call it, Brat?
Our factual freedom.
All right, Miss Al Factual. Yes, honey, Miss Al Factual.
Oh, she gonna go to that Google.
Yes. You better hit us with the facts, Al Factual.
Okay. Al Factual. Okay, Alfredo, that's your new name right there. Every time you Google something, I don't give a damn what we talking about. I need you to Google it.
Yes.
I want you to bring the facts. That's your job. That's your job. We are appointing you right now for all facts for you to Google every damn thing.
Our factual freedom.
And the cool order today, Miss Al Factual is asparagus. On the high end, we say asparagus, and on the low, just say beautiful green, honey. All right, girl, for Miss Al Factual, honey. You better fact them up, baby. You better fact them up.
Nothing but the facts, baby.
Yes, honey.
Our factual freedom.
All right, y'all, give it up for Gary with the T.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're breaking the stigma this morning, and we have the pleasure of having a good friend, my good friend and family psychologist, Dr. Alduan Tartt. Good morning. Happy to have you.
Good morning.
Always good to have you. And Dr. Tartt, let's get right into it. Now, according to statistics, black men are still less likely to seek mental health treatment than other groups due to factors like stigma, perceptions of masculinity. But what type of things, can happen when we don't seek help, when we need it?
Well, one, men deserve to be loved, valued, and seen. If you talk to the average man, we have this duality, like we have to be strong, but we really want someone to see us for being real. So when you see a black man, you see men
Give them a space to be vulnerable. This is why relationships are so important to men, whether it's men's ministry, whether it's a group of guys that you can actually be real versus having to perform. Men are human. We need to be strong. We need to perform, but at the same time, we need someone to say, man, are you okay? And we need permission to say, man, you know what? Not today. Well, I'm carrying a lot of stress. And so that's really what counseling is. It's not about being weak. It's not about being needing therapy. It's really about deserving a place where we can be real, we can be vulnerable, and we can be emotional because we are human.
Well, you know what, Dr. Tartt? Things like depression go undiagnosed many times. What are some signs men should look out for in order to know when or if they even need help?
All right, so a lot of times it's just lots of energy. Sometimes it's just a lack of pleasure. Like, I'm grinding, and I can tell you how it shows up. For most men, it's really just being tired mentally. So it's like, if I could just get a break from the problems, if I could just get a break from having to do this for this person, having to do this for this person, and a lot of times we put pressure on ourselves, having to do it in a certain way, to take care of mama, to be able to take care of friends, to be able to take care of the kids, the wife. If men could just get a break, that's how it shows up. It's like, I'm just tired of having to push this rock uphill. That is a non-traditional definition of depression, and it looks more like just a lack of energy, a lack of excitement. And what we should have as men is energy. We should have time. We should have enjoyment. We should have rest. But here's the main thing that most men need. If you want to give men like a magic potion, men just need to feel appreciated versus what we do as an expectation.
That's
just
it.
Thank you for getting me through college. Thank you for working that second job. Like, most men are okay with it if you just acknowledge it. So if you see a man today, just go up to him and say, I appreciate you. I see you working hard. I see you going after your dreams. I appreciate you. And what can I do to support you? You might get some brothers actually crying or being vulnerable because it might be a year, it might be 6 months since anyone has even noticed that they're doing the best they can to provide.
Dr. Tartt, for me, saying I love you is one thing, but having respect is another thing. And I think one of the things that set me off is just being disrespected, especially by ones that you supporting and have helped. But the whole to men, to a lot of men, respect is love. You know what I'm saying? Showing respect or whatever, and especially when we get out here, we bust our ass. We doing the best we can, trying to be a protector and a provider, and just respect is the thing for me. And you ain't got to fall. I ain't saying fall down to your knees and bow down. When I walk in the room, but it's little ways to just show respect or whatever. That's just for me personally. That goes a long way with me personally.
Yeah, because we need a break from performing, right? Like, we're taught that we have to earn love through results. We have to earn it. Like, if we're not providing, if we're not doing this, we have to earn love, right? So if you didn't bring home a paycheck, if you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you haven't worked for love. But, that's not what the Bible says, right? We don't have to perform every day to prove that we're worthy of love. Man, I want you to hear this, right? You deserve to be in a relationship to where you can just be. You don't have to perform. Now, yes, we do need to do the things that make us feel good and do our part. But we deserve love when we're not performing. Ricky, you know this. A lot of men feel guilty resting. Men feel guilty, like this man that can't sit down because let me clean out the garage. Let me go wash the car. Let me go make sure that the kids, have extra clothes, right? So men, even Jesus rested, right? Honor the Sabbath and keep it holy. So men, you deserve to have a break from performing to where you can just wake up and just be and know that you'll be loved.
Wow, that's good stuff. And, you talked about the pressure and, men having to feel strong and maybe suppress their emotions. But what kind of stuff can happen if men don't feel free to express their emotions?
Well, see, here's the key. Right? We want to be relationally fit. Think about it. Athletes recover, right? They perform and then they recover. But and men also have to be emotionally expressive. Like in the Bible, David was a warrior king, but he was expressive in Psalms. Like, man, you know what? I'm crying out here, right? This is not good. This is not fun. I don't want to be a shepherd anymore. If you read Psalms, David was emotionally expressive. So when we are expressive, we actually live longer lives because the stress that stays in that we were taught to suppress, we're letting it out. That's how we decrease our rates of stomach issues, cancer, depression, sleep issues, stomach issues, going off, having to use vices, drinking, alcohol. When we just are free to say, hey, look, today was rough, right? We think about like I saw Tyrese Halliburton, the player that was hurt in Indiana, the Game 7. He talked about the day I feel bad, right? I feel like I let my team down. It's not the physical part. It's the mental part that in Game 7, everything I dreamed of as a kid, I wasn't able to perform, and I hurt my Achilles. That's actually a sign of stress. Because what happens if he kept that in? He'd turn bitter. He'd be dark, right? He'd be depressed. But if you let that out as if you're human, as if you're allowed to be disappointed, then you can be stronger.
Oh, man.
So, Dr. Tartt, so what are some other common mental health challenges that men are facing in 2025, besides the one we talked about?
You know what, Gary? No, Gary, you know what the hidden one is anxiety. There are a lot of men who are anxious. They're anxious to go after their goals because they've been let down. They've been traumatized. They're afraid. Can I just be me and be accepted? Do I have to be who you need me to be? What is socially acceptable? So anxiety is huge, but it doesn't show up with men, crying. What it shows up is men avoiding. Are men staying in a dead-end job because they're afraid to go after their dreams? Are men afraid to get into relationships because they were hurt 3 or 4 years ago? Or maybe they didn't have a good relationship with their mom, right? So, men, if you're listening to this, the best way to get over anxiety is called exposure therapy, which means just trying a little bit of it, right? Belief, picking really good people to get into relationships with. All right, seeking other mentors. The Bible says plans fail due to lack of counsel, but with many advisors, they succeed. And so a lot of men, Gary, are afraid to ask other men and women, how do I do this? Because we feel like we have to figure it out on our own, but that's how we suffer. So when we find mentors and mentors pour into us, but we have to be okay with doing that, that's how we grow.
All right, Dr. Tartt, we're not done yet. We're talking about men's mental health awareness today, so if you have any questions, Dr. Tartt, call us at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. Hit me up, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, and we're talking to Dr. Alduan Tartt today. And Dr. Tartt, we are so excited. What are some good resources for men struggling with mental health issues?
Well, one, you can go to psychologytoday.com and put in your area code, put in your insurance. A lot of men don't know that their mental health care is covered by insurance. You might have no fee. You might have a copay of $25, $30, $40, $50. A lot of men don't know the mental health coverage. They think that everything is just, cash. So if you go to psychologytoday.com, that is a great one.
Okay, let's go to the phones. You're on with Dr. Tartt. Good morning.
How do men get over relationships, financial issues without causing stress, without having a lot of stress? How do we get over that?
Ooh, I'm so glad he asked that because that's the number one reason why we're irritable. It's called spillover. It's like our life before we get home is not the way we want it. We're not making the money we want. We don't have the power. Or we may be making the money, but we don't have the freedom. We don't have the time with wife, girlfriend, and kids, right? And so that spillover comes home because we don't do anything to relax. We don't do the self-care. We look at self-care as something for women. Like, our sisters in this soft life, right? As men, we deserve to have rest and restoration. So one, pick a mentor to be able to figure out how to have multiple currencies. Now, this is new. All right. According to new research, men no longer want to trade time for money because the studies show that black men are actually more available to their kids than ever before. So men no longer want to bring home the proverbial bacon at the expense of not spending time with their wife and kids. They want to be more present, especially with more women in the workplace. So now what we have to do is be able to say, all right, how can I make money and still have time? How can I make money and still have freedom? How can I make money and still have peace of mind? How can I make money and still have health? How can I make money and still have energy? See, when you have those things and you start thinking about those things, then you have the ability to be a provider, a great husband, a great father, and even a great community man. And that's what men need now, because trading time for money only takes away from your relationships. So, men, we can have it all, but we have to ask ourselves a different question.
Okay, you on with Dr. Tartt. Good morning.
I have a son that has the middle child syndrome. Even as an adult, I still can see that he has that. How can I convince him to at least seek a little mentorship or therapy? Because once I divorced his dad, that's when all this took place.
Yeah. All right. So typically when we start talking about the middle child, like their time for one-on-one attention was interrupted. So the first child got it, right? He or she got all the attention. Then they came along and they were enjoying it for a season. And then here comes the younger one. And we all know with family, you'll gravitate towards the youngest kid because they need the most care. And it just, you don't even realize it. So one, I would spend more one-on-one time with him. But what I would do is use the E word, exposure. See, most boys come alive when they're exposed to something that really lights them up. Instead of trying to force him to do something he doesn't want to do, find out what excites him. Is it robotics? Is it writing comic books? Is it dance? Is it drawing? Is it math? Is it science? Is it chemistry? You know, is it psychology, helping other people? Help him to be exposed to something he likes, and then put him in like an internship or a camp or something that allows him to be around people doing what he loves. Because what you see is what you'll be. That's going to be far better than any speech.
All right, y'all, Dr. Collier, good morning.
Guys is just coming out of incarceration and finding it hard to find suitable work to take care of responsibilities. Can kind of, put a damper on your mentality. What would you suggest to change that?
All right, one, that is hard, right? So first of all, you accept that this is difficult, right? And so when you first of all accept that it's difficult, you decrease some of the pressure. It's called self-compassion. Say, hey, I'm in a difficult situation. It's taking people 6 months to a year to get a job anyway in this economy. And then me coming out of incarceration, it's okay if it takes me a little bit longer. However, I get it. That's not going to pay the bills. The second thing is, brother, you need to pick up the phone and you need to start networking. Your friends that have gotten jobs, ask them to put you on. Second thing you can do is start developing money on your own. Learn how people are generating money on their own as entrepreneurs, whether that's a T-shirt brand, whether that's selling something on eBay, whether that's drop shipping, whether that is teaching martial arts. Figure out things that you can do, skill sets that you can have, that you can sell directly to the public without someone having to hire you, because the internet doesn't care about your record, only your ability to market and fulfill those orders, my brother.
And if anybody needs to reach you, Dr. Tartt, thank you for coming on, and this is some good information that men need. Let everybody know real quick how you can be reached.
Yeah, follow me on Instagram at Dr. Tartt. I drop these tips almost daily. Dr. Tartt, DrTartt. Or go to my website, drtartt.com. That's DrTartt.com. I love you, man.
Hey, love you too, man. Thank you, my good friend. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. Hey, we got an emergency. We have a summer emergency that we need to address. Everybody that's listening to the radio, play the tape.
This is for Brenda. Since you won't answer your phone, I know you watch my video. When somebody invites you to a party, that don't mean for you to act like no hog or dog. I cooked 5 slabs of ribs yesterday. I'm not saying that you ate all the ribs, but you were huddled over the rib dish. You toted 5 or 6 plates away from here yesterday. You didn't ask me, could you do it? You took upon yourself and did it. The food is free. I didn't mind you taking no carry out after everybody get through eating. Give everybody a chance to get them a piece of rib, fish, and a baked neck bone. I had shrimp. I had oysters. I had crabs. I had a variety of food. Now, if you was going to take that many plates away from here, you could have asked me. People went to complain about the rib was getting low, and they didn't get a chance to get in it. And you done told the fireplace to your car, and they said that you had ribs on it. I wasn't over there, so I don't know what you had on it. But you don't have to come to nobody event and try to act like a hog or dog. You could have brought your kids. It was kids friendly. Now that don't make no sense, because I didn't want none of the food in my house after the party anyway. I wanted everybody to get much they could. Party had started 30 minutes. Hadn't been started 30 minutes before you start taking 4 and 5 and 6 plates to your car. That's sad. You don't do that. It don't matter whether you got anything at your house to eat or not. You could have asked me. You don't do that kind of stuff. That's why people hate to invite certain people to their event, because people told off all them plates and stuff, being greedy. Now people talking about me, Miss Shirley, you invited me to your event. I ain't getting none of the ribs. It wasn't my fault. I cooked 5 slabs, and it wasn't my fault that she didn't get in the rib, because I don't know how many pieces of ribs she put on that plate. Now it got me feeling bad as a host. Don't do that kind of stuff. Don't do that. You would not be invited to nothing I have from now on. I didn't even get none of my ribs. I know I could have put something back, but I didn't. I cooked it for the guests, the people to enjoy. You got your plate and you left. Don't do that no more. Don't do it no more.
Ever again. I can't. Ever again. And Miss Brenda, you need to call us up here. And the lady what's the lady name that cooked the ribs? We need to call her.
Shirley.
Miss Shirley. If anybody in the United States of America know Miss Shirley, please call the morning show, because I want to talk to her tomorrow on the air. And we need to. I need to get Brenda on the phone and Shirley. Brenda, this upset me. This had me up all night. It had me up all night, because if you go to a cookout and the ribs start to get low, that's the part that got me.
Come on.
And these folks got to be related to Brat. I swear them some of your folks. Them your folks.
No, why you say that?
Them your folks. We talk about stuff like this all the time. This stuff, I know that upset at you.
Oh,
yeah. I know it did. One of them aunts in Chicago, the one that was
don't do it.
The one that came to the Bud Billiken parade. We need to talk about this, Alfredas. What got you? Gary, what got you?
It's the truth. It got me because it's the truth. That's what happens. But now, I went to a party Saturday, but I made sure I did not bring a plate back, honey. I usually do, I'll be honest, but I didn't bring one back, honey.
But when they got so much food, what's wrong with taking a little bit of?
Okay,
5 or 6 plates is a bit much.
Well, you got a family to feed that didn't make it to the party.
Okay, well, she should have bought them.
Yeah, and here's the thing. You got to enjoy the party. You can't do it after just 30 minutes. You got to enjoy the party a little bit.
Right.
If y'all get Miss Shirley on the phone, I'm going to send her a whole box of ribs.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, if y'all find Miss Shirley, if anybody let me know, we need her contact information from the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. We're going to send her 2 boxes of ribs.
Yeah, spare ribs and baby backs.
And baby backs. And we need to get Brenda on the phone, because you wrong for taking all them plates and them ribs got low. That thing gonna sit on me all day. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 27 after the hour. Alfredas, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Tuesday, June 24th. Here's what's going on in the news. The president is off script again, just hours after bragging about brokering a ceasefire between Israel and Iran. Trump is now, Brat are actually dragging both sides, saying they're ignoring his deal and doing their own thing. Reporters pressed him this morning about the sudden flare-up in violence, and Trump did not hold back.
You know what? We basically have 2 countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what they're doing. Do you understand that?
Meanwhile, one of Trump's biggest fans, Georgia Rep. Marjorie Taylor Greene, is slamming his decision to bomb Iran's nuclear sites, calling it a, quote, complete bait and switch. She says the MAGA promise was no foreign wars. Elsewhere, Texas is now requiring every public school classroom to post the 10 Commandments. Critics say it's a blatant violation of the First Amendment and the separation of church and state. They point to Louisiana, where a nearly identical law was just blocked in court. Critics say Texas is inviting a legal battle that could open the door for more religion-based public school rules, turning classrooms into the next battleground for the Constitution. Hey, check your freezer because this is serious. Chicken Alfredo meals sold at Walmart and Kroger are being recalled after a listeria outbreak hospitalized 16 people and left 3 people dead.
What?
Yeah, the CDC says if you have any fresh Realm chicken fettuccine Alfredo, toss it now. Listeria is especially dangerous for pregnant women, the elderly, and those with weak immune systems. For more info on these stories, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
What it is, ladies and gentlemen, hey, we are one day away. One day away, believe it or not. We just had the NBA championship. Now the NBA draft is tomorrow night, so get ready. And I'm going to give...
When is the WNBA championship?
Man, we ain't even made it halfway through that season yet, dog.
That's why I thought that usually. Oh, that's in college ball.
Yeah,
when the women's championship come right after the men.
You know what I'm saying? We still got plenty of WNBA left, man. So we good to go on that one. But there's a start, bench, cut viral game. Many sports podcasts are playing with current and former NBA players. Former NBA star Tim Duncan probably had the best answer for the start, bench, cut between these players, Michael Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron. Here's what he had to say.
Start, bench, cut. Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James.
No, I refuse to answer that one.
You can't plead the fifth.
I will start all 3 of them and cut and bench myself.
Right. That's the best answer.
Come on, dog. It is what it is, man. Stephen A. Smith, the homie, has a big opinion on sports figures and sports stories. He recently feels that Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo is an underachiever for only winning 1 ring so far because of his talent. Like, he's one of the best in the world, and Stephen A. feels like he should have multiple rings by now, and Jay Williams had to check Stephen.
That was one of your worst takes I've heard in a long time, man. That was horrible. Mm-hmm. If you were to say that the franchise, the Milwaukee Bucks, have underachieved or are the biggest underachievers with the talent of Giannis, fair. But a guy who's a finals MVP, a guy who's a multi-time All-Star, All-NBA, all everything, global face of the game, the fact that he brought an NBA championship to Milwaukee. To call him an underachiever, I just think is an asinine comment.
I agree with
Yeah,
that.
you're right about that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, he should have said the franchise because he can't win them by himself.
After said, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go, man. Because now you putting him in categories like, you got Charles Barkley who never won a ring, but he's still great. Allen Iverson. Did Allen get one?
Dominique Wilkins never won a ring.
Come on, man. There's a whole lot of players that didn't even get rings. You know what I'm saying? But they still, their legacy is still strong. So that's my quick sports report. We can talk about it at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
All right, 28 before the top of the hour. If anybody know Brenda, please send us her information. We're trying to contact Brenda, and we need to contact Shirley, Miss Shirley, that made the ribs, and we want to send her 2 cases of ribs on us, on behalf of the morning show. I need to find this lady because them ribs got low. That thing in my spirit. Yeah. Brat, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning.
You gonna go in on the ribs?
I got you.
Okay.
I'll do the baby backs.
Okay, done.
All right. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat. I want my baby back. Portia Williams, Grace People Magazine.
You just had a moment.
And she recreated the iconic Angela Bassett scene from Waiting to Exhale. It was so dope. Although she and Simon Gubadia's divorce has been finalized, Portia spoke to the magazine about her nightmare of a divorce and how much now she can relate to the message of rage and resilience found within that scene acted out by Angela Bassett. Portia stated that she's excited about what the future holds, but she also emphasized her relief for finally being free from the divorce battle. Here's what she said.
Well, now that my divorce is finalized, I'm finally able to exhale. I really am. It's kind of surreal. I mean, divorces are so long and drawn out and so ugly, but I'm just glad not to be in the fight anymore. I'm glad not to battle anymore. I really hope that I can just send love out and be done with like fighting and protecting myself and being in defense mode. I'm just ready to move on and live. And I forgive myself and I truly forgive him. And I'm done with the animosity.
Well, that's good. I hope he is too, because he's still posting from over there somewhere like we care. But however, she discussed how hard it's been to start dating again after the divorce. She even considered dating women. Here's what she had to say.
I can't connect with other men. You know, it's like people trying to introduce me, but it's just when it's not the same, it's not the same. When you go through a bad enough breakup, you're like, I don't like nobody. I was sitting there, I was like, do I like women enough? Can I get with a woman? Like, who can come in and fill this void? Like, somebody.
Call me.
Okay.
Wow.
Check her
Yeah.
tip, Ricky.
She
Now,
that
who's
girl
that
know what
again?
she doing. That's Portia.
Oh my God! I thought she got back with Dennis. I saw on the internet.
That's what they
No,
said, but
I don't know.
Going to the
Let me
lady
not say it,
pond.
'cause I don't know.
I texted her happy birthday yesterday. She didn't even text me back.
She don't be texting people back. She ain't good.
I
with
did.
that.
I texted her yesterday, and I'm not
Mm.
good at birthdays.
Yeah.
Remembering birthdays.
Well, because yesterday wasn't her birthday.
Uh-oh.
Well, when was it?
The 22nd.
Well, dang.
Of what? June?
June, yes.
What's the day's date?
The 24th.
Okay, with send a like, press, mash it. Mash the heart. Mash the thumbs up. Just mash. All you gotta do is, you ain't gotta respond, just mash it.
Yeah, within 3 days still counts as a happy birthday.
Come on now,
Absolutely.
yes it does.
Yeah.
Especially from Ricky, because he don't, you know.
I'm bad with birthdays.
Yes, he is, Lord.
But I was watching Tombstone. I saw them what's the name, to ride off on them horses. And I thought about
cowboys.
Portia. I thought about Portia when I saw them horses go off into the sunset. that ponytail and that high booty. I said, let me text Portia happy birthday.
Talking about them stallions.
Yes, sir, them stallions.
All right, y'all. For more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at Brat. And since it's Terrific Tuesday, we got your chance to win $500 right now. So if you watched the latest episode of Savor the City on TV1, all you got to do is be caller number 9 and answer this question, and then that $500 will be yours. All right, y'all, this week's question is, a couple of weeks ago, we were in Savannah, but last week we were in Texas, and on Thursday, we celebrated a historical holiday that was founded in what Texas city? Last Thursday, we celebrated a historical holiday that was founded in what Texas city? Okay, be caller number 9 right now at 866-9-RICKY. That's 866-9-RICKEY for your chance to win $500. Good luck. Call now. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Who is this?
This is Tasha.
Hey, Tasha.
How you doing?
I'm doing good. Tasha, where you calling from?
Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, the 912. Shout out. Yeah, happy to have you this morning, and we want to hook you up with $500. So we hope that you watch the latest episode of Savor the City with Chef Jannard Wells on TV1.
Oh, boy. I'm ready.
All right, that's right. So here's today's $500 question. So last Thursday, we celebrated a historical holiday that was founded in Texas, in what Texas city?
Is it Galveston?
Yes.
Yeah! Congratulations! You just got hooked up with $500.
I know that's right.
What you gonna do with all that money, girl?
I'm going to shop back to school shopping, of course. I have a daughter, so back to school. But I have a bone to pick with you, Ricky.
Uh-oh.
Can you pick it after the contest?
Okay.
Okay.
Nothing bad.
Okay, tell me.
It's about your special,
What about it?
comedy special. Me and my husband watched it, and he tried the fart trick, and it did not work.
Not it didn't work.
That was false advertisement. It did not work.
I love y'all. Tell your husband I said what's up and congratulations. And make sure y'all watch Savor the City with Chef Jannard Wells every Thursday night at 8, 7 Central on TV1. Let everybody know what morning show just hooked you up with 500s.
500s.
500. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show.